Very good evening, everyone. Jeremy here on strategic.com.sg and a market recap for the STI ending the first trading week of February. Still unable to hit its target at 3108, which was our monthly projection for the STI to break out of this particular downtrend that started in 2018 with the pandemic lows and the November bounce. You can see this long green bar, and essentially we are still unable to hit the target at 3108. Very strong resistance, which is at the edge of the SSSB line of this cloud, and still trading below this particular region. Yet to be seen whether the monthly is able to break out and hit its targets at 3108. So looking at the weekly charts, on the weekly charts, this is the only technical strength in the STI at the moment. Starting from November, since its bounce, the STI has managed to maintain above this pivot at 2780, and currently the STI is struggling to maintain above this neckline at 2906. Hopefully it's able to push up and hit our target at about 3108. And in order for this uptrend on the weekly to continue, we need to hold above 2708 as the pivot. So on the weekly medium trend, the STI is still on an uptrend. So with a downtrend on the monthly struggling to hit 3108, and on the medium term technical strength trying to maintain above the SSSB line and the pivot point at 2780. We look at the short-term charts on the dailies as well as the 4-hourly charts. So on the daily charts, you can see that the short signal that was issued on the 28th of January last month is still currently valid, targeting 2906 and 2782, which are pivots on the monthly and weekly charts. All these levels will be covered in my blog once you refer to the blog on quantstrategic.com.sg. All right, so the STI on the weekly, on a daily basis, short term has weakened. It has broken up. It's broken the super trend line, and in order for it to break out of this short correction, we need to clear this pivot at 2989 for it to break out and hit its target of 3108. Otherwise, it may range and go into the cloud, and the worst case scenario, break through the cloud and start trading around this particular zone. All right, so that's for the daily charts. Zooming in on the short-term charts, on the 4-hourly charts, you can see that the short signal was issued much earlier on the 26th of January with the same targets 2906 and 2782, and the pivot is now 2962. So once again, in order for the STI on the short term to really break out and resume its uptrend, all right, we need to clear this level 2962. So the danger area is for the STI to actually go below this zone and trade to the downside below the SSSB line on the cloud. And this will call for further weaknesses, and we need to watch this level, 2962, for continued weakness on the STI. So as a recap on the medium-term charts, on the weeklies, on the STI, this particular uptrend is still valid with a long signal at 2693 targeting 3108, and that is yet to be seen whether we'll hit this particular target at 3108 on the monthly charts. However, in the short-term basis, there's weakness here as well as here. Short signals both on the 26th as well as on the 28th of January, and we do not want to see the STI trade in this particular region here below the SSSB line on the 4-hourly, and most importantly on the daily's chart. If it's unable to break the pivot at 2989, it may go into the cloud and break down towards the lower levels. So the levels that we are watching for in case of a breakdown is this particular important level at 2780, which is support for the weekly uptrend, which is the only thing that's keeping the STI up at the moment. And we do not want to see 2780 broken, and for it to actually break through and then go into the cloud, and that will be the worst case scenario for the STI. So the only way for the STI to actually resume its uptrend is for the STI to now break through this particular pivot on the short term, 2962, and also at 2989 for it to go back on the uptrend to test this target at 3108. So all this information, I'll give a short recap on the blog, quantstrategic.com.sg. Do get the levels there. I'll put the pivots there, as well as these charts, as well as this YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and press the alert button. I will be publishing 2 videos, another video on the STI as to why the STI is stuck at this particular level, as well as what an uptrending component stock looks like on the STI. So stand by for the next video. Thanks for watching.